Can you hear it? Please stand for the Junior Marine Corps ROTC Color Guard and remain standing for the pledge and the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The national anthem will be sung by Melody Valberg.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets from the air, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Woo!
Please be seated. Please welcome Amsterdam High School Principal, Mr. Tyrone O'Mealy.
Thank you, Natalie. Natalie Flynn, our student government president, will be our masters of ceremonies. Seniors, good morning. Actually, graduates, good morning. There we go. I can't hear you. Okay, there we go. All right, so good morning. Ooh, here we go. My name is Tyrone O'Mealy, and I have the honor of being the principal of Amsterdam High School. It's my pleasure to welcome you to Amsterdam High School's class of 2021 in-person commencement ceremony. I'd like to thank and recognize some of our guests today. U.S. Congressman Paul Tonko, New York State Assemblyman Angelo Santa Barbara, Board President Dr. Nellie Bush, Board Vice President, Reverend Kent McHurd, and board members John Battisti, Jo Marie DeTata, Deanna Mancini, Gavin Murdoch, and Curtis Penninger. I'd also like to thank our superintendent, Richard Roberti, district and building administrators, teachers, staff, and most importantly, parents and guardians. I would also like to thank Dr. Rao for being here today to address our graduates. Graduates, 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 what a year. Think about the uncertainty and questions that you had at the start of the school year. Questions such as, am I purple or am I gold? Why am I purple and not gold? Why can't I be with my friends? Is school closed again? And how long will it last? Are we going to have a season? And why can't my parents come watch me perform? With all the uncertainty, look at us today, in person, celebrating your accomplishments with your families and loved ones. COVID-19 disrupted your lives, but has taught us everyone an important lesson. Students, teachers, brothers, grandparents, mothers and fathers, those that are close to us. And as young adults embarking on the next journey, whether it be college or the workforce, it's essential you understand the following. Situations will not always be in your favor, but do you have the perseverance and grit to accomplish your goals in the face of adversity? You are here today, which demonstrates that you are able to overcome obstacles, and for that, I am so proud of you. I beg of you, do not forget how you grew during the pandemic and what you had to overcome to sit here with your classmates and your families and friends. So Amsterdam High School Class of 2021, congratulations.
Please welcome our superintendent, Mr. Richard Roberti.
Got to drop this down a little bit because Mr. O'Mealy happens to be extremely tall. Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Natalie. I am Rich Roberti, the superintendent of Amsterdam. I'm thrilled that we all get to be here for the first graduation ceremony at Rao Stadium with one ceremony outside to celebrate all of you. What a great time. No rain. We're thrilled. So thank you, parents, guardians, for being here. I want to thank our incredibly supportive Board of Education, our administrators. Our high school administration went above and beyond this year, an incredible job. Mr. O'Mealy showed tremendous leadership this year as he talked about the purple and gold and the changes we had. Mayor Cinquani and the City of Amsterdam, I would like to thank for allowing us to be here. The entire Mohawks organization for allowing us to be in this facility. And our grounds crew, our skilled maintenance, our custodial staff, they were here yesterday, they were here at 5:30 this morning setting up, and they owe a round of applause to them for their great work. Thank you so much. This has certainly been an interesting year, and one that will go in the record books, and historians will study the time that the world shut down for billions of people. Everyone involved, including parents, students, and teachers, and administrators, overcame incredible challenges and unprecedented changes that we lived through recently. I'd like to acknowledge all the wonderful parents that are here today, the guardians, the uncles, the aunts that made this possible. Thank you for the fantastic job you've done, for your tireless dedication, your support, your love, and most of all, for the attention you paid to your children. They're the reason why you're here. Students, give your parents, your guardians, your aunts and uncles, everybody that was involved in getting here, a round of applause. Awesome job. It's wonderful that we're here gathering, not virtually, not remote only, not all of that. We're in person. I couldn't be happier about that. We're finally seeing the end of a long, dark tunnel. We're seeing the light. As you've certainly learned this year, with the future comes uncertainty. And if we can't plan for the certain, we have to plan for the uncertain. In postgraduate life, you will need to go beyond the core subjects like math, science, social studies, all the subjects you've studied, and think about critical thinking skills, problem solving, collaboration, and digital literacy. We learned a lot about enabling technology and utilizing it this year. We all know that was one of the things that we had to embrace. But we're here in Amsterdam to talk about your soft skills. The soft skills are the things that I think will be keys to your success, like perseverance. You showed that this year. Flexibility, honesty, compassion, loyalty, initiative, and collaboration. Those are the qualities you can adapt to any future employment or whatever you choose to do. I feel that we prepared you well for your next adventure and know you will make us proud. We look forward to hearing all the great stories of your future success. As you go out into the great big world, think of the words of Robert F. Kennedy. Few will have the greatness to bend history itself, but each of us can work together in that small portion of events, and the total of all those acts will be written in the history of this generation. You have a tremendous responsibility in that sense, but each one of you can make a difference. On the other side of that door, there is a world starving for new leadership. As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once famously said, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. Please stand up for your convictions and always do what you know is right. Go forward with the rest of your academic future feeling confident you are prepared to take on any challenge, no matter how difficult or uncomfortable it is for your family, because your family here at Amsterdam will always be here to support you. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
We now have the pleasure of a musical selection from our select senior chorus members led by Mr. Stefani. They will be performing Lean on Me.
Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Please swallow your pride if I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show.
I'm your brother when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. Might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load, then you have to bear that you can't carry. I'm right up the road, and I'll share your load that you can call me. Call me, 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 call me. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Somebody to lean on. Somebody to lean on. Somebody to lean on. Somebody to lean on.
Please welcome U.S. Congressman Paul Tonko.
Good morning, everyone. It's an honor to join with so many folks. Allow me to please thank Superintendent Roberti and Principal O'Mealy and all of the administration of the Amsterdam school system, to President Dr. Nellie Bush and the school board for their guidance in establishing the mission statement and implementing it so valiantly. We thank them and the administration. We thank the faculty, the staff, and all who are support units out there that enable you to realize this quality education package that will affect your entire being for all of your days on this planet. So let's put our hands together and thank all who are part of this system, who have guided you along the way. certainly to all of the alumni, but even more importantly, to the parents, the families, however they're defined, certainly to the friends of the class of 2021, and most importantly, to the 2021 Rams. Congratulations, it's an honor to join you today in this golden moment in your development. As a commencement suggests, you now step out of your comfort zone and pursue your dreams. So Rams of 2021, are you ready to pursue your dreams? Are you ready to move forward? Are you ready to travel upward? Good luck in that attempt, and I know that you have that very strong foundation upon which to build. You know, I think of the moment that I had that you share right now over 5 decades ago from Amsterdam High. And I can't help but contrast that with your moment today. First that comes to mind is the great diversity of this class, a gift, a richness that you've been able to bear as your fabric as the class of 2021. Your mosaic has grown immensely. You've been able to understand with relationships and friendships of the beauty of cultural difference. You've seen difference via ethnicity, by race, by creed, and you've learned how to better understand the sense of our planet, the globe. So you have that benefit, which was far reduced for me some 50-some years ago. I also think of the challenges you faced as a senior class. A public health crisis that is probably equal to that of over a century ago. You have proven your resilience. You have shown how you can adjust to the demands and the structures of a COVID virus. You showed that you can be part of community and care about others, and others show that they could care about you. That will forever prove your resilience and your ability to face challenges head on. That has defined the class of 2021. And finally, I think about the plethora of technology, social media, and all kinds of growth in technology by the day. You will now be given that benefit of a wave of information. With that great opportunity, however, comes the challenge to be able to search through all of that information and verify. Do not accept all that's presented to you. Verify. Make certain it's truth and not fiction, science and not pseudoscience, knowing that these ideas, these beliefs that you will bear and share with others will move and prove your integrity. That is important to understand and cherish. So go forth with a sense of honesty, with a commitment to build a better world. My generation saw putting a person on the moon as a great moonshot. You now will be there to produce, I hope, many moonshots that will enable you to build this world to be a safer, more kind, more gentle, more understanding place. Go forward with the spirit of courage, conviction, and prove yourself to all of your friends that you do have great, awesome responsibilities that you cherish and that you are going to make your mark on this world. Thank you for the inspiration that you are as a class. To all who have assembled here, congratulations to David as valedictorian and Lucas as salutatorian. You have achieved, you have proven yourself. Go strong, go forward, and conquer.
Please welcome New York State Assemblyman Angelo Santa Barbara.
Thank you. It's great to be here with everyone. Thank you to the staff and administration at Amsterdam High School. They're doing a phenomenal job. And congratulations to the class of 2021. Make some noise out there. We're in a stadium. You can scream in here. It is a great privilege to be here with all of you today, and it's great to be in person, isn't it? We got such a beautiful day, and it's great to see everyone here, to be able to shake hands, to be able to congratulate people. It's an honor to stand before such a talented and hard-working group of young people, and today is certainly a testament to to all of your hard work, your dedication, and to the passion that powers you forward to turn your dreams into reality. This past year, as we've heard, was truly a challenge. It was a challenge for all of us. Students were expected to quickly adapt to virtual learning, separate themselves from friends and teachers. And there may have been days when you felt you couldn't continue, but you did, and you're all here today. In spite of the obstacles you faced, you worked tirelessly to be here today with your heads held high, knowing that you've earned this moment. The moment you are called up to receive your diploma is a moment to savor. It's an achievement that will be yours forever, class of 2021. The lessons you've learned over your very unique academic careers have formed the foundation that you stand so tall on today. So I encourage you to use those lessons on your next path. It's incredible to think that the young minds standing before us all today will revolutionize everything: the arts, healthcare, technology, and the world. So class of 2021, lead by example, because you truly are the future. You have the potential to shape it both for yourselves and for those around you. And be sure to strive for excellence in everything you do, no matter the importance of the task. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't extend my gratitude to all of the teachers who have worked nonstop to inspire and challenge our students during very difficult times. Their efforts helped our students discover and cultivate their talents and their dreams. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you to our teachers. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. And finally, we cannot forget all of the family members in the audience whose support and love have made this moment a reality. As a father of two, my daughter is graduating this year as well. I know how proud they are of all of you. This generation certainly has the drive and knowledge to take on any challenge that a rapidly changing world poses, and I challenge all of you to make your community and our world a better place. So congratulations, class of 2021, and as you take your next steps in life, diploma in hand, keep going and dream big. I wish you a lifetime of success. I know you will make us all very, very proud. Congratulations, thank you, and God bless.
Mr. O'Mealy will now recognize our salutatorian and valedictorian.
The salutatorian of Amsterdam High School's class of 2021 is Lucas Sarabia. Lucas graduated with an overall average of 99.33. During his time at AHS, Lucas has taken every honors, AP, and college courses available. Lucas is a member of AHS's National Honor Society, STEP, and LPP. He is also a member of SHPE, Science Honor Society, and Drama Club. Lucas has participated in athletics. He was on the track and field team, varsity swimming and diving team, and Fulton YMCA's Flying Fish swim team. Lucas is known for his quiet sense of humor and admired for his intellect. Lucas will attend Syracuse University in the fall, where he pursue a degree in physics with the goal of earning his PhD. Please welcome Lucas Sarabia.
Hi, everyone. I would like to preface this speech by thanking everyone who has helped me to make it to being the salutatorian of the 2021 class. Thank you, Mom, Dad, my brother Mason, my close friends, my caring teachers, my school officials, my coaches, my club advisors, the STEP and LPP Club, and everyone else for helping me and supporting me through my high school academic journey. Without all of you, I never would have made it here to where I stand today. And today, I want to talk to everyone about where we all stand. We have made it through 4 years of high school and stand here today to receive our diplomas. We all took different paths with different classes and clubs, but all ended up here at this moment, the end of our high school education and the cusp of adulthood. Can I get some applause for everyone? We are here. We made it. Now the question is, Where are we going from here? We all stand at a crossroads with many different paths presented before us. Each one of us will go somewhere different, whether it's to higher education, trade school, or right into the career we want to pursue. No matter where it is, or no matter what it is, do what you enjoy. We have, give or take, 70 years alive to survive, live, and thrive. We should use that doing as much as what we want and what we enjoy. It does not matter what makes money, or what other people want, or even what you're good at. You should do what you enjoy. Whether it's research, building skyscrapers, exploring space, making art, or even just appreciating the beauty of the natural world. Do whatever makes you happy. You may not know now or in the coming years what makes you happy, but once you find it, never let that go. With our limited time here, we shouldn't send it stuck somewhere we don't want to be. It is important as well to continue learning in any form, even after your formal education has ended. The more you know, the more likely you'll find what makes you happy. Knowledge is the key to finding our way through the twisted and complicated jungle that is life. The pursuit of happiness is not straightforward, but each one of us can accomplish anything if we are determined enough. And while you're following your dreams, make some memes along the way. I may not see some of you again after today, and if that's the case, then good morning. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
The valedictorian of Amsterdam High School class of 2021 is David Bertucci. David is graduating with an overall average of 100.23 and has excelled in every challenge he has undertaken at AHS. His schedule is packed with honors level, advanced placement, and college and high school courses. David is a member of Amsterdam High School's marching Rams and served as a drum major. David is the senior class president, AHS's National Honor Society treasurer, and Science Honor Society president. David is also a member of AHS's school newspaper, The Rampage, participated in the Science Bowl, and played on the soccer team. David has always been an inquisitive student and has never shied away from working to obtain answers to the most challenging questions. It is this work ethic that kept him at the top of his class. David will be attending Cornell University in the fall to pursue a degree in computer engineering. Please welcome David Bertucci.
Good morning, good morning. I have had 4 years to come up with a speech, but I wouldn't be who I am unless I waited until the night before it was due to write it. I guess I wanted that nostalgic feeling one last time. However, one thing I will never have trouble with recognizing is the people that enabled me to be in this position. Of course, I have to start with the two that have been with me the longest. Mom, thank you for treating me with boundless love and lifting me out of any tough situation. Dad, thank you for raising me with class and character. Though I may roll my eyes at your lessons, I always consider them valuable. To both of you and the rest of my family, thank you for never holding me to any expectation that I cannot hold myself. Teachers, coaches, and advisors, I apologize for constantly interrupting your classes with comments and arguments, but I promise they were in good faith. A special thank you to Ms. Bichard, Mrs. Laverio, and Mrs. Trova for stretching the role of a teacher to ensure my well-being as both a student, a person, and the world needs more people like you. And lastly, my friends and everyone seated in front of me. Thanks for the laughs and relationships that has built my childhood. Oh, and Paige, because she wanted to be in here. I was not entirely sure of my purpose being up here, but I can entertain you with some of the thoughts that I have in my head. In the observable universe, all known life is contained on this earth. All of you here are part of a species that can rearrange matter at will, create computations that simulate the acts of physics, and actively find meaning in the facets of reality. But on top of that, each of us has an individual life that breaks the bounds of possibility. If you are ever sad about not winning the lottery, you should remember that your odds of existence are less than hitting the Powerball 20 times in a row. Now is not the time to stop pushing forward, because your minds are already rebels to natural progression. Fortunately, those of you gathered here do not see this circumstance as a burden or obligation, but rather an opportunity to be significant in front of all beings in accepted existence. And how convenient that it can be done on just one giant floating rock. As we soon take our diplomas, we will simultaneously seal this chapter of our story, but every one of us will remain a main character. I advise you to take this life, dissect it, find beauty in it, and remain important. Thank you, and congratulations, Amsterdam Class of 2021.
Please welcome Board President, Dr. Nellie Bush.
Short one? Okay. Good morning, everybody. It's a tough act to follow when I have to follow our superintendent, Congressman Tonko, Assemblyman Santa Barbara, and certainly Lucas and David. But here I am. Okay, good morning, everyone, to our Board of Education, our superintendent, our administration, our faculty, and our staff, our honored guests, Congressman Paul Tonko, who's always looking after the betterment of our city. For Assemblyman Angela Santa Barbara, thank you for being an advocate for our students with special needs. And our beloved Dr. Rao, who has taken care of so many of our children in this city, and probably many of you who are graduating today. To our parents, our family, our friends, our students, and our community, for allowing us to be in this beautiful venue and to have graduation outside. How wonderful. As Board of Education President, it's an honor and a privilege to address the Amsterdam High School class of 2021. High school graduation is a big deal, and you made it. Thank you for successfully fulfilling the requirements of State Education Department, especially during this unique and challenging year. We are very proud of you and proud that you are a graduate representative of the Greater Amsterdam School District and of this community. I would like to thank our Superintendent Richard Roberti for his enormous leadership while faced with ever-changing challenges this year due to COVID-19 problem. To our administrators, our faculty, and our staff, for everything that you did during this time to help all students learn, to adjust to a new normal, and to keep everyone safe. This year, the Board of Education had the pleasure and the privilege of having Natalie Flint as our student representative. She offered the student perspective, but it had to be done remotely. And finally, at our board meeting on June the 16th, she was able to attend our meeting in person and sit at the Board of Education table with the rest of us. Thank you, Natalie, for your leadership, your input, and for representing your class with excellence. Thank you, students. Give her a hand. She's Thank you, students. I couldn't leave you out. You are a living history of survival of a pandemic, a phenomena that occurs every 100 years or a century. You have all experienced and lived through unique, unprecedented, challenging, and a difficult school year. You learned how to be more creative, resourceful, caring, and compassionate. You adapted to new and unique ways to learn. It was not easy. Resilience paid off. You persevered and you succeeded. Alejandro, Juan, Christopher is a perfect example of determination, perseverance in order to reach your goals. Some of you collaborated with each other through study group sessions held outside, even in the cold, and sometimes even in the rain. You tried to be the rainbow in someone else's cloud. Your classmate, Naja Martin, in the yearbook, chose a quote from Dr. Seuss, and I quote, "Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory," unquote. The past year and a half will always be a memory, never to be forgotten. The road to your success is always under construction. In closing, the Board of Education would like to congratulate you and wish you all the best of luck as you go forward from this wonderful, joyful, outdoor, in-person graduation ceremony. We are proud to have been a part of your journey. God bless you, Godspeed, God bless America, and congratulations to the awesome class of 2021.
Superintendent Roberti will now introduce our guest speaker.
Hello again. I have the distinct honor to introduce one of the greatest philanthropists in the city's history, Dr. Rao. Many of you probably had Dr. Rao as your physician at some point. How many of you out there? Right. I remember the first time when I came to Amsterdam and I was told you should contact Dr. Rao and have a conversation. So I called his office expecting to talk to somebody other than Dr. Rao. Who answered the phone? Dr. Rao. Always there, always wanting to help. Dr. Rao has donated over $500,000 to the Montgomery County Office of the Aging. He just recently donated $1 million to the outpatient facility at St. Mary's. He's donated to our newly formed GASD Educational Foundation, and his generosity knows no limits. You will see several buildings in the city named after his daughter, Nina Rao, the Nina Rao deck up here, and several other pavilions that you'll see. What a great tradition and legacy to leave. Our condolences to your family for that part. Caring for others has always been a focal point of Dr. Rao's practice, a trait that he passed on to his children, 3 of whom are doctors. Their eldest daughter, Dr. Usha Reddy, is a pediatrician in Ohio. Their son, Sanjay, is a pediatric neurologist at Virginia Common University. And their second son, Dr. Naresh Rao, is a sports medicine doctor in Manhattan. He's the medical director of the New York Athletic Club. He's also the medical director for the U.S. Olympic polo team. He just recently wrote a book called Step Up Your Game, which he so generously donated to the high school library. There's copies. I want to welcome Dr. Rao's wife, Dr. Mohan Rao, Dr. Rao's cousin, who's a thoracic surgeon, and his wife are with him today. Please help me in welcome the incredibly generous and caring Dr. Rao.
Thank you very much. I want to thank Greater Amsterdam School District board members and faculty, and most of all, the parents and the students for giving me a chance to be the keynote speaker today for this occasion. Thank you. I have a great admiration for teachers. Back home, I'm from a middle-class family. My dad was a teacher, and he strongly believed in education. The reason I am here as a keynote speaker is because of education and education alone. Education will never hurt you, but it may put you in the White House or maybe make you Einstein. Now, I would like to advise all the graduates 4 important things in life. Number 1, have a goal in life, whatever you want to be, a doctor, engineer, a computer specialist, or whatever it is there. And second thing, have priorities in life. That's very important. And third thing is, after you achieve your goal, never, never misuse your powers. Everybody will know. Think that nobody knows. Everybody will know. And then lastly, in this world, there are good things and bad things. Please, please do not follow the bad things. Now, to elaborate the first advice that I gave you, to have a goal in life. Now, to be successful in life, you have to anticipate all the time hurdles, and you have to overcome the hurdles to be successful. I'll tell you a little story about this. In India, there used to be a very great world-famous philosopher. His name was Vivekananda. He had missions all over the world, in India, Japan, Europe, London, and here also in USA, New York City, Chicago, and Los Angeles, etc. But this gentleman, even though he was world famous, but he had one weakness. His weakness was that he was deadly afraid of monkeys. Now, in India, monkeys hang around the temples and churches because the people, they offer the food to the Lord, they also offer the food to the monkeys. Now, one day, this gentleman, he walks out of the temple with the fruits in his hands, and he looks at the group of monkeys sitting there, and then he slowly walks away from the monkeys. Then the monkeys start to walk slowly towards him. Then he starts to walk faster. The monkeys also start to walk faster. Then he starts to run. The monkeys also start to run. He runs so fast, he couldn't take any more. Then suddenly he hears a voice. The voice says, stop. He stops. And then voice says, turn around. He turns around. And then voice says, look at the monkeys. He looks at the monkeys. And then voice says, walk toward the monkeys. When he walks toward the monkeys run away. So this is the thing. You have to overcome the hurdles. You have to face the hurdles, and you'll be successful in life. Now, about the second advice, the priorities. Number one priority as a student, the studies are number one priority. Put heart and soul in studies, and if you don't like the grade that you get it, try again and again, you'll be successful. And second priority is get involved with some activities like sports, or student activities, or community events, or church activities like that. You'll be a good leader. And the third priority I consider important is chores. Keep your room clean. And help around the house. Parents need a lot of help. The least and the fourth priority is hang around with friends doing nothing, or chatting on the phone for a long time, or playing video games. I tell my patients, we have a time, take a book and keep reading. Now, this is the priorities. And like I said, education is very important. I ask my patients too about the teachers, what profession is very, very important, either doctor profession or a teaching profession. Most of the time I get answer, doctor profession. I tell them, how can a doctor become a doctor without the teachers? So remember, teachers are very important and they're a noble profession. Now, after the third advice that I gave you is that after achieve your goal, never misuse the powers. Everybody will know, especially in this era of social media. Now, I'll tell you a story about this also, a very interesting story. In India, in olden days, priests used to pray a lot to achieve some powers from the Lord. So one priest keep praying hard and hard and hard. The Lord gets impressed. And then he appears before the priest. The Lord says, I'm impressed with your prayers. Ask me what you want, wish. Then the priest says, any wish I want when you grant me. Then the Lord says, I'll grant that wish only on one condition. And the condition is that you must always use these powers for only good purposes, not for bad purposes. And the priest agrees, and the Lord grants the wish. So one day, this priest, while eyes closed, he keeps praying. Then suddenly he hears a thud on his shoulder. And he opens his eyes, he looks on the shoulder, and he sees a bird dropping. He gets mad, and he looks around. He sees the bird on the tree. Then with angry-looking eyes, he burned the bird to ashes. Then suddenly he realizes he misused his powers. Then he looks around for any witnesses, and he looks around, he doesn't find anybody, then he gets relieved. Oh, gee, nobody's watched it. See, the priests in India, they never cook. They go to house, and then the people will invite them over and take care of them, offer the food, etc. So one day, this fellow goes and knocks on the door. He says, I'm so-and-so priest, you have to take care of me. Then the lady's voice from inside the house comes and says, look, my husband just came from work, and my children came from the school, and I have elderly parents. I'm attending to their needs first. And after I attend to their needs, I'll attend to yours. The priest gets a little mad. She doesn't know who I am. So he knocks on the door again. He says, look, who am I? I have this power to do anything I want. You have to take care of me first and not them. Then the lady's voice says again, I do not care who you are. My children are important. My husband is important. My parents are important. Then the priest gets very angry, and he knocks hard on the door. The lady opens the door and looks straight into his eyes and says, you are the one that killed the innocent bird, didn't you? Then suddenly, the priest gets shocked. He said, how did you know that? Then he takes a step back. He asks politely now, how did you know that? Then the lady says, I'll tell you how I knew that. I want you to go to the butcher shop in the downtown on a certain street and ask him, he'll tell you why. Then now you walk slowly on the streets and you find the butcher shop in the market, and there he finds a big line of people. And he won't dare stand in front now, so he stands behind. And the butcher is, as usual, he's busy because he's honest, sincere, hardworking, he's nice to his customers. That's why he has so many customers. Now, when this priest's turn comes in front, then the priest looks at his face and he says, you are the one that killed the innocent bird, didn't you? Now, the moral to the story is that do not misuse powers. Everybody will know, number one. Number two, family is very important. Please take good care of the family members. And the third, like butcher, be honest, be sincere, hardworking, be nice to your customers, clients. You'll never fail. Now, the last advice that I wanted to give was that this world is full of good things and bad things. Now, please do not follow the bad things. Please do not start smoking. Do not drink alcohol. And do not do drugs. Please. Because these are very addictive, and it's very hard to get rid of this habit. And these chemicals will definitely change the structure or morphology and the chemistry of the brain, and this will make you not productive to yourself, to your family, and to the community. And you'll be like a parasite to your family and the community. Now, lastly, after you achieve your goal, you start your business or whatever you want to do, be sincere, like Butcher I said, hardworking, and be nice to customers. And the most important thing is be simple. The money that you earn, spend for necessities, but not luxuries. And you can always help the people like we are doing. I just like to end the speech with two sentences, one short and long. The short sentence is thank you, and the long sentence is thank you very, very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you. Okay.
David Bertucci, the class of 2021 president, will now present the class gift.
Our class would like to start a tradition of gifting the AHS student population with a relevant and thought-provoking young adult novel for school-wide read. We are planning on purchasing copies of the young adult novel by Nick Stone called Dear Martin as our class gift.
I know, a little taller. All right. Diplomas will be awarded to the class of 2021. Each graduate's name will be announced by our assistant principals. Please remain seated and hold all applause and cheering until all diplomas have been awarded to ensure that all family and friends are able to enjoy the recognition of their graduate. To present the first diploma, please welcome Ms. Casey Sentai, teacher at Marie Curie Elementary School.
Good morning. This is a lot different than teaching in a fourth grade classroom, so bear with me. I feel so honored to have been asked to include Elijah's memory with his graduating class of 2021. My name is Casey Sentai. I'm sorry. My name is Casey Sentai. I've had the privilege of teaching many of you. Some of you in first grade, some in fourth, and some of you in both. I was lucky enough to have taught Elijah in both. I remember Elijah as a very cheerful, easygoing child that was constantly smiling. He was silly and made everyone laugh. His humor was infectious, and he definitely brought such a positive and undeniable energy to our classroom. The reason that I'm here is because it's so obviously clear that Elijah made a lasting impression on his classmates at only 9 years old. All of these years later, you all still want to honor and remember him. I can see that there is a piece of you, a piece of him in all of you. After the accident, all of you wanted to memorialize Elijah. I can't believe how incredibly strong you all handled the death of a classmate at such a young age. I was and still am so proud of each and every one of you, and even prouder to have had the opportunity to be your teacher. Families come together, and in Elijah's name, you all donated a beautiful chair that we painted together as a grade level, and 3 incredible apple trees. Isn't it a sign that those 3 apple trees just started producing apples the fall of the year of your graduation? These are all placed near our school garden in memory of Elijah. This spot became and still is our school sanctuary and meditation spot for many students. I started my career in this district 20 years ago and couldn't be more blessed. I truly feel that I learned more from all of you than you have learned from me. I hate that Elijah was taken from us so young, but he certainly made a very lasting impression on me and clearly all of you. When we lose a student, a friend, a family member, it breaks our hearts. It's times like these when we realize that sometimes there is pain that comes with caring about one another. For me, holding on to this broken heart is a blessing. I just don't know how to do my job without loving each and every one of you from the moment I meet you for eternity, and I wouldn't want to do my job any other way. Every student has touched my life, and Elijah is no exception. At only 9 years old, Elijah touched all the people around him and had quite an impact. Don't forget that each of you can still have that same impact on people. You had that impact on me when you were so young, and I can't thank you enough for that, and I never will. Sometimes people move on. It's not supposed to happen, nor does anyone want it to. Sometimes, though, it just happens. Elijah left us suddenly, almost as suddenly, it seems, as he entered our lives. He was a gifted, intelligent, and charismatic young man. His friendships will not soon be forgotten. His character touched the lives of many. Elijah may have left the physical world, but he's still here with all of us. I would like to think that we can treasure even more of the friendships and community that we have because of him. At this time, would Elijah's father, Christopher Slate, please come to the podium and receive Elijah's diploma to honor his memory. Everyone.
At this time, Mr. Russell will start leading our graduates in.
David Bertucci. Lucas Sarabia.
Carter Bogdan.
Kyle Battisti.
Lorenzo Battisti.
Dominic Anthony Buckley.
Seth Sislow.
Malia Caldwell.
Carson Catugno.
Anthony DeRosa.
Haley Joe Duma.
Craig Dernick.
Trevor Jakowitz.
Natalie Mae Flint.
Cameron Gehrig.
Olivia Holloway.
Matthew Hughes.
Evan Iannuzzi.
Lydia M. Iorio.
Rebecca Lynn Kaminsky.
Gianna King.
Alexander Joseph Klein.
Marley Lazinski.
Alina Marinoff.
Gabriella Moroto.
Elizabeth Brooke Marshall.
Thomas Martin.
Carter Martin.
Naja Martin.
Antonia May.
Caitlin Mickle.
Lauren Mowry.
Justin Patika.
Emma Elizabeth Pierce.
James Shadis.
Alex Slovak.
Josephine Smith.
Jacqueline Joanne Stanovich.
Sydney Ann Sapanik.
Melody Lane Valberg.
Yamilet Vasquez.
Emily Ann Yandick.
Zoe K. Zabelski.
Thomas Ziskin.
Tyler Adams.
Daisha Adorno.
Trinity Affinito.
Isabella Agresta.
Dylan Alicia.
Heidi Alicia.
Michael Alvarado.
Cristana Paulina Alvarez Mercado.
Leiliani Andino Acevedo.
Braden Andrews.
Elijah Anderson Seymour.
Zachary Apholz.
Luis Aquino.
Emily Arpey.
Nathan Blade Asensio.
Danon Aviles.
Gabriella Bea.
Teresa Abigail Bates.
Charlie Beekman.
Madison Bellamy.
Devin Benavides.
Devon Benavides.
Billy Bennett.
Grace Ann Bennett.
Christopher Biazzi.
Thomasina Billington.
Justin Bishop.
Oleg Blahi.
Jordan Bonanno.
Noah Britton.
Damon Brooks.
Angelique Marie Brown.
Michaela Ruth Brown.
Blaze Cadwell.
Ashanti Campos.
Joseph Capavani.
Kylie Carabello.
Alejandro Christopher.
Bryant Cintron.
Francisco Carmona.
Sebastian Cintron.
Jason Cintron.
Zephaniah Clay.
Luis Colon Rivera.
Felix Cordero.
Carlos Cruz.
Enabel Cruz.
AJ Cruzado.
Matthew Chaplinsky.
Gage Anthony D'Ambrosio.
Isaac Davila.
Natalie Davila Rivera.
Sammy De Jesus Jr.
Ethan Edward Diaz.
Lucas Ellington.
Belisa Fallis.
Tyler Ferguson.
Colby Arthur Fisher.
Taina Fuentes.
Damon Fulton.
Jillian Nicole.
Andy Gannon.
Brandon L. Garcia.
Daniela Garcia.
Rosa Garcia.
Benny Garcia Cruz.
Justin German.
Zachary Isaiah Gillis.
Damir Moore Giminiani.
Jacob Gomez.
Carl Gonputh.
Aiden M. Gonzalez.
Jason Gonzalez.
Kevin Gonzalez.
Jesliana Gracia.
Antonique Simone Graham.
Numel Green.
Gilmaris Guzman.
Genesee Hart.
Chanel Belize Herrera.
Hunter Holman.
Margaret Hughes.
Leonette Lopez Roman.
Maya Jones.
Sasha Kaiser.
Grace Alana Kuling.
Kevin Huber.
Hunter Lias.
Heaven Lamboy.
Jerry Ellis Lamboy Rosado.
Nisa Latif.
Donovan Leisure.
Samantha Lee.
Dominic Michael Lemire.
Kaylin Litchfield.
Marjorie Logan.
Jennifer Lopez.
Mercedes Lucia Lugo.
Corey Marshall.
Lauren Mead.
Kevin Mello Vega.
Gianna Morendo.
Mackenzie Michael Morendo.
Chris Miller.
LaShawn Manali.
JC Mock.
Gabriella Monish.
Damian Giovanni Montalvo.
Eladio Antonio Montalvo.
Joseph Louis Morales.
Tayana Morrison.
Alyssa Mosier.
Destiny Cheyenne Muniz.
Nathaniel Navarez.
Josiah Newborn.
Emmanuel Nieves Santos.
Caitlin Casey Orozco.
Gabriel Ortiz.
Jorge Ortiz.
Xavier Palma.
Lanaya Dior Patterson.
Lorna Pena Gill.
Abby Ann Penninger.
Brandon Perez.
Walker Peterson.
Benjamin Porter.
Bo Potter.
Jameson Potter.
Latrell Quintero.
Wesley Rafalik.
Chonjay Ramos.
Erica Ramos.
Audrea Ramsey.
McKenna Renwick.
Hector Reyes.
Cruz Chantel Rios.
Alexia Rivera.
Christopher Rivera.
Jesus Rivera.
Soraya Lee Rivera.
Jeremy Rivera Velazquez.
Emmanuel Rivera Zeno.
Damian Amani Rodriguez.
Elijah Rodriguez.
Ethan Rodriguez.
Melody Roldan.
Justin Roman.
Tahaya Rodriguez.
Jaron Rodriguez Mercado.
Alyssa Rosa.
Keisha Rose.
Jade Denasia Safir.
Italia Marie Sagaris.
Alize Salcedo.
Miguel Sanchez.
Najalise Sanchez.
Jaleza Marie Sanchez Feliciano.
Abigail Marie San Giorgio.
Oceana Santana.
Christopher Santiago.
Emmanuel Santos Vasquez.
Aiden Shell.
Karina Schishler.
Elijah Swartz.
Nathan Joshua Seabast.
Garrick James Seafried.
Savannah Silva.
Natalie Ann Skatarzak.
Jess Melise Soto.
Daniel D. Stieber.
Courtney Stevens.
Preston Lee Stride.
Matthew Sudd.
Michael Swank.
Aja Thomas.
Peter Terrell Sains.
Luz Marie Torres Fuentes.
Marcus Traskis.
Karen Marie Troche Esteva.
Cyrus Anthony Valentine.
Isabella Victoria Valls.
Tiana Van Allen.
Miguel Francisco Vargas.
Keon Vasquez.
Gerald Vasquez.
Yandel Vasquez.
Lavender Storm Watkins.
Charles C. Weinheimer.
Andrew Welch.
Ryan Welch.
Jeremy White.
Dominic Winters.
Jonathan Wolf.
Devin Woodcock.
Jordan Corinne Wozniak.
Zuhaili Adilis Zapata.
All right. Okay. Now, it's with great pride that I present you Amsterdam High School's class of 2021. Graduates, you may move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations. Congratulations. At this time, please stand and join the graduation band in the playing of Amsterdam High School's alma mater. All right, this concludes our program. Parents and guests, please wait until graduates have exited. Graduates, you may get your diplomas on the tennis courts. They're organized by your guidance counselor. Congratulations, class of 2021.